there. And I'm guessing that's a... Wow, well, that's a possible all-mid ban or also support ban. Morgana's actually not often picked up anymore as support.
That's true.
But she's still viable, of course, depending on your comp. So that's gonna be banned out. Annie, of course, once again, mababan na naman.
Not a surprise.
Elise banned. This is obviously expected. So for those who don't know and are a little bit late to the meta, Elise has gotten buffed. And the buff is quite insane. Like, it literally boosted her from like the Shadow Isles to literally the light of the meta. So she's like way up now. Everyone's banning her or picking her. And kasi grabe naman talaga yung early to mid game na potential, especially with picking people, assassinating people, early dragons because of the sustain, the long range, the insanely long range cocoon, honestly. It's
and it's super long as well.
Yeah, parang tipong Caitlyn auto attack range.
Yeah.
Yun, or even longer possibly. So it's really an insane way to pick people off. Victor, of course, very strong mid laner like we said kanina. Very priority pick. Yeah, Nautilus, still flexible top-end support and is also still a very dahil flexible pick siya, tapos maganda rin siyang pick. Also, a wise ban they're coming in. Orianna first pick though, very risky.
I mean, it's really important to them.
Yeah, they're probably going for a special comp here, or it's just a very, very comfortable pick. Either way, it's a scary pick to grab first. You can easily counter pick that unless you force it support, which is not that viable. But,
hey, I actually play Orianna support.
Yeah, that actually, if it's just a bit hard. The mana costs are very high early game.
Yeah, but
so,
I mean, if you like the shields, you'd rather pick up a Karma.
Yeah, Karma, Morgana,
the low cooldown shields.
Janna. Yeah, grabe. There's so many more viable picks to instead of grabbing Orianna support. Pero sige, kung gusto mo push mo yan. Sivir, Nidalee, very well. Nidalee was more viable before. She's not being picked up too often.
Because
I think.
Of the nerf.
Well, number one, my nerf sa 5.15. The cooldown of the spear and the damage were both nerfed, which is obviously very important kasi very kailangan mo talaga yung spear na yun and to reduce that much from the Q. It's not too big, but it's something. And yun nga, kailangan mong i-build yung comp mo in such a way na matutulungan yung Nidalee to really pick people. Kasi remember, Nidalee does not have hard CC. Wala siyang stun, wala siyang stun. And that's really important kasi the moment you miss your spear, parang na-miss mo yung Q ni Lee Sin. As in, lalakad ka, na-miss mo, tas
balik ka.
Let's pretend nothing happened, guys.
Yeah.
So, alis ka lang. Ganun lang yun eh.
So, very reliant dun sa laners.
Yeah, you need, like, for example, Ryze Nidalee. If Ryze is picked top or mid or wherever and Nidalee ganks, it's much easier because after you land the snare,
target locked.
Yeah, Q and then just destroy your target. But for this case, we'll see how they go with the Nidalee pick. Kalista Thresh, very strong duo bot.
Yeah.
That's a very nice lane to lock in. It's not exactly the safest, but it's not as vulnerable as a Vayne. So it's still quite safe. If they grab the Varus, that could work well. That's some pretty good poke. So you have poke from the Nidalee, you have poke from the Varus, and you have sustain from Soraka. So this could be a good poke comp. But you get the Janna, which is also okay. You do need some disengage if you're going for a poke comp. Yung problema na nandito actually of Purple Team is they need a tank with primary engage. So if they don't have any engage options, hindi nila mafa-follow up yung poke nila.
Yeah, Maokai is open though.
Yeah, that's true.
Nara is open, but you'd rather get the Maokai if they're heading on to the... They have a little bit of everything actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah. They just really need an engage option here. Nautilus is banned, which would have been very nice, honestly, for their side. Pero weird that they decided to ban the Naut on a comp where they need it the most. Pero regardless, there's still some other options. I could imagine Maokai, Shen being picked up. Yun lang, they're not as reliable as Nautilus. The hook and the ult are both very, very reliable engage options. But in any case, you have the Sivir. So if you have Maokai and Shen, that really boosts your ability to all in. So it will really help them. It's a pretty good comp right now coming in from UE. Meanwhile for CSB, that's Gragas Gnar.
If they do lock it in, you can imagine yung Gnar, no? The usual combo that they do. Ina-attach yung bola sa Gnar.
Well yeah, pwede siya. That's actually okay because as long as your Gnar is not your primary engage option, you're safe. Kasi yun yung problema minsan eh. When you build a comp, and you rely on champions like Gnar to engage for you, sobrang hirap niya. So, ang laki na pressure kay Gnar kasi kailangan niya i-manage yung rage bar niya and that's honestly quite difficult to do, especially if the other team knows how to abuse it. For example, they have all their cooldowns ready, tapos kaka-hype, parang kaka... Ano yun?
Mini-Gnar pala.
Yeah. For example, you just turned into Mini-Gnar. they will abuse that.
Yeah.
Sivir will not doubt to all in you
Yeah.
if your Gnar is your primary engage option who's not big Gnar yet.
Yes.
So very dangerous. But they have the Thresh and the Gragas, so that will give that CC that Thresh and Gragas have will give Gnar time to build up the rage. So they can rely on other things at least, no?
Yes.
For the engage options. Last pick here for top lane.
Wow,
Hecarim.
actually, a Hecarim. I was
Okay.
actually expecting a Maokai, but then again,
Hmm.
they have so many damage output here from UE, no?
Yeah. Yui has a lot of early to mid game damage. This is a very poke / team fight oriented kind of composition. Basically, I can imagine yung parang strategy na gagawin nila is they would poke a lot, put a ward at the back or somewhere in the jungle, and then when they're all low enough,
Hecarim.
unstoppable onslaught
Yeah.
into the team from behind. So that would be beautiful if executed perfectly.
Yeah.
Yun lang, medyo delicate yung composition nila. But if they're able to pull it off well, actually even if you don't flank, kasi once again, may Sivir sila. So as long as you press R and everyone runs in at the same time and all your CC lands, then it'll be a safe all in. And yung disengage actually is somewhat good from CSB. So may sagot naman sila sa all in. Kalista can easily well, actually, no. Kalista cannot kite anyone here except for Hecarim. The problem is that Hecarim with a Sivir ult and the speed boost and the home guard, it's too overwhelming. Kalista wouldn't have enough time to get away from the Hecarim at that point. Pero they do have the Thresh, Gragas, and Gnar all to save him. So in a way, they will survive the all-in.
Also, the Orianna is good as well with the kiting.
Yeah,
Kasi
that's
there's
true. Also the shield.
Shield
Yeah, that too.
and the movement speed from the dissonance. Really great.
It's just, I feel like mas maganda yung synergy ng UE in terms of the team composition here. It just seems much more well balanced. You have engage, you have disengage with the monsoon, you have poke, you have everything.
You have sustain.
Yeah, the only thing that you don't have is late game. So just bank on to early and mid game. Pressure with the Nidalee, possibly mid or top because there's pretty good CC there. But maybe if you're able to land a Howling Gale or two, that's pretty good. Meanwhile, for the side of CSB, gotta be a little bit careful early game. You don't have a lot of damage. Kalista needs to get the 2-item power spike with Runon's Bloodthirster maybe, or Blade of the Rune King. Orianna, syempre, medyo mahina din yan early game. You still need to get a pretty good amount of AP para talagang shockwave na ramdam talaga. So you have to wait that out a bit. Gragas will really have to take care of the lanes here because Nidalee really will put pressure early game. So hopefully they're able. Ito na naman eh. CSB has to play it safely early game because Gnar is also not that great early game. Yun lang. The good part here is that Gnar will be able to abuse Hecarim top because Hecarim is short range, so Gnar can harass and Frozen Mallet, which is actually very useful kasi Hecarim runs around, but if you have Frozen Mallet, you can slow him down and it kind of counters out yung speed niya. So that's a pretty good situation for CSB. If Gnar can keep Hecarim from TPing bot, because that is a very, very viable play to make for UE. You have a speed boost from Sivir. John has the Monsoon to push people backwards. If Hecarim TPs, san ka pa? You have so much ways to destroy the bot lane, especially when you have a Kalista Thresh bot lane. Kasi early game, it's not the greatest for a Kalista Thresh duo.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if ang gagawin ng Thresh, will he make the early roam? Kasi plays. Kasi Henry, on a Varus, not so, very, very vulnerable. So he might want to help out with the ganks along with the Gragas. Well,
Varus and Orianna and Varus would be farming up until 6, but I think Varus has a... I think they'll be fine in mid lane. Similar to yung Kog'Maw Azir lane where you're just gonna kind of farm until mid game. In this case, mas maaga lang yung power spike nila, but it's pretty much the same thing. Yun lang. It's all about the mechanics really. I don't know how these guys will lane,
it's
but...
all about execution.
Yeah, it's about execution. Kasi gaya na sinabi natin kanina, even if JB LFMU had early game, they didn't. Like, theoretically, they did. Pero hindi nila na-execute, wala din. So, that's the thing eh. If you have, it's not enough that you have theory. You have to be able to execute it. And if you don't even have theory, then, well, you're not going to be able to execute anything. In UPD's case, they just abuse that. So, JB LFMU, hindi nila nagamit yung early game nila. This time, it's the opposite way for the side. So, this time, yung red side naman yung medyo mas malakas yung early to mid game. Better abuse the level 6 and above team fights. Because otherwise, Kalista and si Orianna will also be pretty strong once they get their power spikes. Hopefully, Nidalee can pressure so that Kalista doesn't get going. Maybe they can make some plays at bot. Gnar might abuse Hecarim, so baka kailangan din actually ni Hecarim ng tuna sa top lane.
Yeah. Oh, Ignite. Ah, yeah. That's a normal, standard Ignite. Parang it takes me back to when people were like all smites at the top.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's gone.
Good old days.
Pero people still do, diba?
Sometimes. Probably
people,
with a Fizz, like Skirmisher, Saber Fizz. But Fizz, Skirmisher, Sabers also kind of faded out a bit.
You'd rather pick up the Ignite na lang again as usual. So anyway guys, in-explain ulit ni GS Amplifier yung mga comps and how they work, their win and lose conditions?
Yeah, actually we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. So yeah, if you think College of Saint Binil will win, hashtag CSB win, or if Red Warriors, you think Red Warriors is gonna win this, go and hashtag UE win. Yeah,
actually at least hindi masyado mahaba yung iti-tweet nyo ngayon. Kasi kanina, hashtag JBLFMU win. So sobrang haba ngayon.
Napahelp na ako. Amplifier, please help me.
Yeah, but at least ngayon, parang 2 to 3 letters lang. So hashtag UE win or hashtag CSB win. Be sure to tweet that. Follow us at PGSLOL and at LCL_PH. If you guys want to follow us, because we're also updating. Actually, LCL_PH is also updating regularly.
Yes.
If you guys check, so do follow that page. Also, us, we have personal Twitter accounts. So that's at GS Amplifier, at GS Riku.
Yes.
W for Riku.
GS Riku.
U.
Extra U.
Yeah, extra U. Yeah, so GS Riku U. Yeah, so if you guys want to get updates as well, do follow us as well. And also, don't forget to join the PGS Rift.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there are people there right now. Shout outs to everyone who's on chat right now. If you guys are on Azubu, Twitch, or YouTube, shout outs to you guys right now. I think Aika is about to join soon as well. I'm not sure if she's there yet, but yeah, she's gonna log in quite soon. And yeah, again, PGS Rift. Join us on either Facebook or G-Talk. Just search for Facebook. That's PGS Rift. It's the first group pretty much that will come out. For G-Talk, the ID number is 171-88811. So do join the community. We're there. Pro players are there. The esports darlings are there. Kate and Jelly. So do join our, I think, 11,000 to 12,000 plus member community.
That many already?
That's why yung mga medyo pioneer rifters natin, parang na-overwhelm sila. Kasi I remember during Spring Split, parang 10 lang yung tao sa G-Talk. Tapos yung sa PGS Rift na Facebook group, parang mga 100 pa lang tayo. So medyo konti pa lang. Ngayon, grabe!
Dami na.
Regularly, there are around 30 to 60 people at the G-Talk room.
Yes.
And in the PGS Rift Facebook group, again, there's like 11,000 people there.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I'm really, really happy on how it came out to be.
Yeah, and I hope to see a lot of them at Rampage this Saturday. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, feel free, no? Because it's not like we'll be shoutcasting for the whole day. There will be times we're around to roam around. Gaya nga na sinabi namin, may mga mini events din kami na i-hold. So if you guys want to join, actually, again, me and GS Rico are hosting a mini event, yung voice impersonation. So I'm not sure what time it's gonna happen. But basically, yung gagawin lang namin, pipili kami ng 10 participants to copy a League of Legends character, 2 lines, and then the 5 people that we decide who will win, all 5 of them win a Garena hoodie.
Yeah. Ikaw ba? Do you want to spoil? You have a little spoiler for...
I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay, fine.
Pumunta kayo.
Pumunta kayo.
Just go. Yeah, you'll catch us there.
See what sample yung GS Amplifier yung gagayahin.
Yeah, diba you also posted a video recently, yung voice impersonation. So you guys will have a bit of an idea of what to do. Yeah.
But hopefully I'll think of something else like that's not included in the video.
Yeah. For the actual, yeah.
I'm gonna do Bard.
Whoa.
I'm
Ganun lang. Ang awkward na lang. Paano i-judge yan? 1 out of 10? Question mark. Ganun lang actually yun.
But they're the other awkward
I'm actually excited to find out what the 10 people who will participate, what champion they'll go after.
Yeah.
Gusto ko yung mga special, yung mga tipong Kog'Maw, yung mga ganun. Yeah. I'm excited to find out. Yeah.
Same. So anyway, we'll see you guys at Rampage, but let us witness our second match for today. That's CSB versus UE. And on the blue side, we have Rion as the ADC, Kalista in the top lane. We have MC Mendy, that's a Gnar in the top lane. That's Vaj as a support Thresh. And for our jungle, we have Sui Jar with the Gragas. And lastly, we have the Orianna in the mid lane by Cygnus.
Alright, meanwhile for the red side, that's UE, Twist Moody, and that's VC Boo B. On the bot side, that's going to be Jana and Saber for them. Stevie in the jungle as Nidalee, Henry in the mid lane with a Varus, and that's going to be Gun in the top lane with a Hecarim.
That is so cool. Blood Moon, Thresh, and Kalista. I'm so in love with this
actually,
skin combo.
The moment na lumabas yung Blood Moon Kalista, alam ko na eh. I have to try this. Yeah. You guys should try it. Actually, it looks really good at bot lane, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of wish na yung kanina nakita natin yung animation, yung binding animation with Thresh and the Kalista. Sana yung parang stuff, yung parang smoky stuff na lumalabas kay Thresh is red pa rin. It's still green diba?
Yeah. That would be cool. Actually, it's really fun to see yung mga skin pairing. For example, yung Warden, Nautilus, and Sivir. Like, if Warden, Nautilus, and Sivir fought a Blood Moon Kalista Thresh, but it looks so good.
Yeah, it's
really
like some sort of faction wars or something.
Yeah. Actually, it would be nice nga yung if all the members of a certain skin team were viable all at the same time. Say, for example, Pentakill team versus an arcade team. Yung mga ganun, di ba? That would be so cool.
And I actually thought of something. What if all the nobility skins, like, what do you call this? That's a Gentleman Nar.
Yeah.
And then Gentleman Cho'Gath. Versus really the opposite of the aristocrats. I don't know, maybe Rugged Garen or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. Yung a theme like that. And actually, we have teams as well for yung gas, diba? Where you guys can get stuff off. Yeah.
The team right now is the the Nobles.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what that is, you guys should check it out. It's basically the mobile app where you guys can pretty much roll and try to hope and win a skin.
Skins, 30-day rental skins, permanent champions, IP, and RP as well.
Yeah, actually, ang daming nga napopost sa BGS Rift eh. Nananalo ng mga 30-day rental final boss Veigar.
Yeah.
Sabi, swerte nyo?
As in.
I don't get how you guys do that. I get like 100 IP all the time.
Same, I haven't won a skin
I don't
yet.
need it. Ano pwedeng sabihin sa app, disable IP rewards. RP na lang, please.
RP lang. Oh, hook. Nandun yung minion. Right. Di ba hindi naman talaga nag-lane swap ang Kalista? Or
well, I don't think they needed it. They're, like I said, even if they're not extremely aggressive, they're also not extremely vulnerable.
Yeah.
The Thresh Kalista is relatively safe. May peel naman with the play and everything.
Yeah, and it works really well then for CSB yung Nar and the Hecarim din.
Yeah. So, and plus, hindi naman aggressive lane din yung sa side ng UE. Because it's a Sivir Janna, not really too aggressive there. And 2 death sentences missing so far. Coming in from Thresh there.
Yes.
So, let's see how this lane turns out. Oh, very passive standard lanes. So we won't see much action until mid-game actually. Kasi they are all going to wait for their power spikes.
Yes.
And at this point, yung pinaka-agang oh!
Wow, look at that! Level 3 gang from UE right there. Ignite will drop on the Mendy. First blood will go to the horse.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Even if the spear missed, actually maganda sana yun. He used the hop to dodge the spear, pero it was still way overextended.
Yeah.
So, Nar, quite vulnerable. He didn't even use flash anymore kasi alam niyang hindi talaga siya aabot dun. So,
which is a good call. Wala talaga magagawa. But that's a first blood for the Hecarim. I wonder what he's gonna buy. Mamaya pa pala siya uuwi.
Yeah, so for now, I can imagine yung pinakamaagang magiging aggressive is the bot lane at this point.
Akala ko it was a very well-timed spell shield. Shield lang pala nun Janna. Sa Ren.
Yeah, like, actually it looks similar kasi parang blue.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few times where you cancel the Ren due to the shield.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's actually trying to predict. Oh. Right now, Ren actually doesn't deal any damage.
Yeah,
kanina.
sadly.
Kasi nag-rent pa rin siya kahit may spell shield earlier.
Yeah, pero things are actually looking very even for a lot of the lanes right now, but there's a gap!
Oh, that's a flash! Body slam teleport will come up from the top lane of UE. That's gone right now. He is carrying the shoot. That's additional damage for you, but that's an Ignite being dropped onto the God. They're hesitating. God gets hooked.
No!
Now that's not what you want. Rian will get the kill. Play won't hit anyone, but that's Boo without any mana. Stevie right here, able to do the cleanup. Yes, will kill the Gragas. Meanwhile, a lot of red stacks onto Stevie.
Oh my.
That's not what you want, but that is also a dead Kalista, and quite an exchange of kills right now. Twist Moody, what the flash? Okay.
Alam ko iba yung sasabihin mo dun eh.
What
Pero,
the, yeah, what the flash?
That was very awkward. Like 2 for 2 pretty much there. And I don't know. Yung Hecarim kasi, nung pumasok siya, he knocked them away. So this is the disadvantage with having flash. You can't flash knockback. It's not like a Lee Sin thing where you can go behind it and knock it back. That was a problem. It's that medyo na push na yung lane. So by the time that Hecarim tried to come in, they weren't. This is the problem. You have a Janna. So there's not a lot of hard CC. So when Hecarim TPs in, you usually have to make sure that the bot lane is overextended so you can knock them back. Pero nangyari kasi, nasa harap si Hecarim. So he had no choice but to knock Kalista away. Which made it worse. So in the end, wala naman siya masyadong choice.
Short-range champion. No level 6 yet. So you will see an early gap. Man, they use the hop, gets pushed away. Forces a flash out of battle. They will not be able to do anything. Sui Jar late to the party. Meron pa naman siyang dalang alak.
Well, yeah, sayang.
So yeah.
Sayang nga naman, pero this is the thing. Gnar is going to feel a bit comfortable top because Hecarim can't trade, and that is something you can abuse. Kasi Gnar is, with his, when you get comfortable, you can also get too comfortable. And he doesn't have a lot of escape mechanisms. He burned flash, it was useless. Kasi this is chilling smite Nidalee. And it gives Hecarim the time to run past Gnar to knock him back, which is what happened earlier. That's why he forced the flash. And that's why this is working. So Gnar has to play safe. You ideally have to manage your aggression. And sadly, hindi yun nangyayari. And you should be expecting that kasi Nidalee here is an early lane jungler.
Yeah, you'd expect a lot of ganks. Oh, look at that, the early roams. Oh, great corrupted chains right there.
Oh no!
This actually gets the spear, everything. Meanwhile, Badge in trouble, taking a lot of damage from Yui. Double kill. Right now, yung Yui, grabe.
4-1-2 Nidalee.
I know.
So, this is pretty much exactly what your Nidalee wants.
Yeah.
Yan yung dream ng lahat ng jungle Nidalee. Snowball me.
So,
like, literally, that's what that's what Stevie wants here, and he's totally getting it. 4-1-2 already a Sheen. He'll get a Rune Glaive soon. And this is bad. Coming in for CSB kasi early to mid game, they're quite vulnerable. Gaya na sinabi ko, Orianna, Kalista, and Gnar need a bit of some items to get going.
Yes.
And with this Nidalee at 4-1-2, there's a lot of pressure. Gragas has to really, actually all of them, the whole side of CSB has to really ward up.
Yeah.
Tapos dapat ma-predict ni Gragas sana kung saan pupunta to si Nidalee and counter gank. Because if that doesn't happen, it's gonna be very hard for CSB to get back in the game.
Yeah, and there's not even, sinabi mo kanina parang, di ba, laging nagkakampi ng mga Nidalee dito sa lane. There's not even ward. Actually, meron na ngayon. Pero kanina, they should have expected na early ganks. Walang ward, no?
They weren't able to expect yung early ganks ni Nidalee. And clearly, they suffered a lot from it. Because now, even with a nerf Nidalee, she's still painful if she gets the gank she wants. Kasi after you land the spear, you follow up with a Cougar farm, it still bursts you. So, plus, medyo squishy sila. Gnar, again, not much items, was forced to go Ninja Tabi. Doesn't even have the Frozen Mother now. So, hindi siya masyado makakapag-duel dito ni kay Hecarim. So, Hecarim's gonna, yung lead sana na makukuha ni Gnar in the Gnar versus Hecarim lead, kinda got lost. Kasi 0-2-0 with a Ninja Tabi. So, at least at this point, Nidalee doesn't need to worry too much about top now. She was able to snowball off of it, and now Hecarim has an advantage. Yung kailangan na lang gawin ni Nidalee is to keep picking and keep the warding together with Janna. Janna can actually roam now. Sivir is very safe at bot lane. All you have to do is freeze your lane, use your wave clear. Because Kalista doesn't have strong wave clear until Runars.
Will the spear connect? No!
So close.
Pero grabe, sakto. Nag-expire pa lang yung ward.
Yeah. So it's really all about Nidalee controlling yung tempo dito ng game. And actually, kaya-kaya niya eh. That's why, it's very viable that Varus and Nidalee roam around to take advantage of yung early game lead. Wow, Stevie really wants the kill.
Oh, that's quite, ano na lang, konti na lang kailangan. Cougar form.
Why did he walk away from the tower? That was weird.
Yeah, you don't need to land the spear anymore. Meanwhile, here is a flash and the shockwave as well. Body slam, and dito si Boopy for the shield for everything. Does he have Monsoon? No!
He did!
Oh, no, he didn't.
Oh.
He didn't.
That was sad.
Yeah. So, too late for the chocolate. And that's kill.
Varus has always been a bit of a vulnerable mid laner, especially since he got Ghost instead of Cleanse. So he couldn't cleanse the body slam. But actually, that's not even important. You don't really need a cleanse here. It was really just a well set up gank.
Yeah.
He couldn't flash away from the shockwave. If he had flash, he could have flashed. That would have been a pure save. He was actually pretty near his tower at that time, but the shockwave was just too painful. Plus the body slam.
Caught him off guard. Great timing on play, but catches the death sentence as well. Monsoon just for the disengage. He slows down that. They're still taking a lot of Ren stacks. Itong Sivir natin, but quite out of range. Teleport will come to the bottom side. Does he have onslaught of shadows? He pushes him there. Onslaught of shadows. There it is. Fiercely Rayon uses the flash, catches the Howling Gale, and the boomerang will finish him off. And that's a great teleport. Will this equate to a dragon or a tower? What is the choice of Yugi?
Yeah, in any case, it doesn't really matter. That was a good TP play. That's what they want. Yun talaga yung gusto nila. If your Hecarim's gonna TP, dapat sa likod talaga para actually hindi nga rin nangyari yung knockback towards the team. It wasn't able to happen. But yeah, the important part was they got the kill. So now they can translate to bot, tower, or dragon TP.
Whoa, he's Mega Power. He's quite heavy. He has the ball. There's no shockwave, but Stevie is stunned. Blue team gets the dragon, and CSB getting the dragon for themselves. Meanwhile, God hesitating right now. They're concentrating around Mendy. They use a flash into CSB. They have secured the objective, and that is very well played.
Yeah, so that was a good smite coming in from Gragas. I can't read his name.
Suisui Jar.
Yeah, Suisui Jar. So that was a pretty good job from them. They only lost one person from that.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty much worth it. Now, they were able to relieve. Actually, kung that could have been a snowball point na coming in from UE. They could have taken bot or dragon. And that would have really been a snowball point. But good response coming in from CSB.
Yes.
Though, UE still has the lead. They have around a 4,000 gold lead at this point. And it's a lot of it is at mid and bot. Actually, it's in all the lanes, but mostly at mid and bot. Varus, again, that one gank from Nidalee at mid really helped Varus to get an early amount of money. And now he's pretty much harassing. The Q range is... Whoa, what's happening? What was that?
That was funny.
Yeah, pero yun, Varus Q range is much longer than the QW range of Orianna. So you can really harass her. Meanwhile, at bot, Sivir, of course, is gonna spike a bit earlier than Kalista is. All you need is the Infinity Edge and you're fine. Unlike Kalista, who needs Runons and Bloodthirster, so it's gonna take a while. But not all is lost. It's very early, and again, yung spike talaga dito for CSB's mid-game. So all they have to do is wait. Basta magka-item na tong tatlong champion na to, si Orianna, Gnar, and Kalista. Then they can start making the plays. But until then, they should anticipate Nidalee and Hecarim to do a lot of weird things in the early game.
Yeah, that is true. But look at that. That's a 3-man squad heading up on top. Do they even spot this right now? Actually, akala ko pupunta silang top.
Blue buff.
Blue buff lang pala. The escort is real.
Yeah, but that was an uncontested bot lane. So that's gonna be a free tower for them. Obviously, yun nga, Kalista can't contest the wave clear kasi wala pang Runon. So...
Onslaught of Shadows pushes Mendy, use the jump, but that is very, very not safe for him. Yes.
6-2-3 on this Nidalee right now. It's a needlessly large rod and a Whoa!
Good flash just to avoid the shockwave from the Orianna.
Good response time there. Coming in from Stevie, really showing up in this game right now. It's been pretty good. The ganks have been really on point so far. And Gnar is suffering a lot right now. 0-4-1. Frozen Mallet delayed.
Yeah, super.
Only building the phage now. And so much pressure right now in all the lanes.
They know walang shockwave. Oh, goes in the spear last. Great play, but it's too late. And here comes the on the hot. Stevie, not in a great position. Nakakasalubong niya yung Gnar right now. What are you gonna do? And that is a dead Nidalee right there. But that's a 1-for-1 just to execute the Orianna. Will they be able to take the tower down? I Stevie wonder.
Whoa!
Okay, hope that's not sponsored being used. He's Rudy with the killing spree na siya ngayon. And that is Mendy trying to do what he can. He slows down Henry right now. They're quite hesitating, but that's gone. And the strength to make a flag. Will they be able to make something out of this? But guess not. They back out.
That was weird. It's like he passed through.
Yeah.
But anyway, actually, on my part, I failed to mention the win conditions now.
Yes.
Coming in for the teams. On the side of CSB, it was supposed to be similar to UPD in that you hold off a bit until mid-game. Try to ward out and relieve yourselves of Nidalee pressure until you get farmed enough to team fight.
Yes.
Now the problem is, Nidalee pressure was not relieved. Gragas couldn't counter Garena. He was never able to predict where Nidalee was going. Nidalee was too fast and controlled the pace of the early game. That helped Sivir to kind of snowball the bot lane. She got the tower. It also helped Varus to really get a huge lead right now. 92 to 141 in CS. And so this Orianna's really fallen quite behind. Shockwave doesn't hurt as much as we wanted to. And top lane is doing just fine. We weren't expecting Hecarim to win, but because Nidalee ganked like, what, 4 times down?
And succeeding!
Yeah, it really put Gnar behind and helped Hecarim to withstand the laning phase. Now, UE, their win condition was to do what they're doing now. Use Nidalee, help it to snowball while helping your lanes to snowball. At yun talaga yung nangyari. Nag-gank yung Nidalee na paulit-ulit, which was her job anyway. And now mid and bot and top are all fine. Now you can force all these team fights that they're forcing now. You have the Hecarim and the Sivir to just all-in everyone. Varus has the CC. You have everything, basically, for all-in.
Yeah, and right now, UE's playing their advantage pretty well. No? They're playing safely right now. Hindi gaya kanina. After that, Nidalee dive towards the tower just to execute the Orianna. They are now playing it methodically. They're not making, not being as aggressive as kanina.
Yeah, not throwing.
Not throwing, basically.
Pretty good vision actually around the map right now. And meanwhile, for UE side, that's, well, okay vision.
Yeah.
But not too defensive. They need a bit more wards right now. Gragas not grabbing Sightstone.
Yeah.
You grab Ninja Tabi there first. So actually, that should have been a priority item when you're fighting against Nidalee.
Yeah.
And the Janna as well. That's a lot of roam potential. Plus the Hecarim. So sadly he didn't get it, and that's why Nidalee's easily flanking a lot of these the members right now coming in from CSB. 10 seconds left on the Dragon right now. And only UE have vision. But I'm pretty sure that CSB is going to expect this. They have bot lane advantage, the tower's pushed. Oh wait, no, UE has bot lane advantage rather, and they have the vision, so they can take this one easily. CSB will definitely have a hard time unless Gragas can land the smite again like he did earlier.
Yeah, we will see though. Both top laners have teleport, but they are dueling it out. Ignite Wave Drop, Onslaught of Shadows is gonna happen there. Mendy super low right now, forced to using Flash. Gun, will he be able to pursue him? No, guess not. But that's a dragon for them and forces a Gnar out of there. Yeah,
UE good vision. They've invaded Dragon side with vision before taking Dragon, and now they can really take full advantage of this bot side. Actually, that's really what you should do. It's something that not a lot of players do. You see, kasi anyone can ward and can take down a tower and everything. Pero ideally, if you've taken advantage of a side, let's say for example, some side bot lane, you took down the bot tower. You wanna really take advantage of the bot side. Since there's no tower, the jungle's open, take the red buff, take everything, spread the vision, get picks. That's what you want to do. Kasi if you push bot lane tower and then try to go back to top, you're basically giving the other team an opening to take your bot tower. And that doesn't make sense because you got the advantage, binigyan mo pa sila ng opening para makakuha an advantage sa'yo. So it's like nag-equalize lang siya. But if you take full advantage of that bot side, then they have nothing to do. And that's really what UE did here. They took the vision, they took the dragon, they took the bot tower, they got the kills. Now they have opening to take top side.
Yeah, opening to take top side. 1 minute left. Mag-revive, mag-respawn pala rather. Spawn rather, not respawn, yung Baron natin. And this is perfect timing for them since they are pursuing this top lane dito.
Yeah. Sakit ng poke.
Yeah.
Varus and Nidalee are so painful right now.
Forced out of there. May sustain pa naman sila. And Mendy going to be Mega Gnar, throws a cute little clock tower.
Yabang ni Nidalee. Stevie just has so much time to chill right now. He has the Ludens as well. When that procs, that's gonna hurt. And there's no sustain here coming in from the side of CSB.
And
see? It's like 60% health gone in 1 Q. What can you expect from a 7-3-3?
He's even taunting Rion there. Baron isn't gonna spawn in a while.
Yeah. Now, UE can't get too cocky here.
Wow! Uses a play there, gets shielded by Bruce.
I wonder why they...
Whoa! Uses a flash, Cask being dropped out.
I'm actually wondering why Cygnus here didn't shield shockwave that one.
Oh!
Because you got the stun. Oh no!
Double engage! Ancient Coin, Talisman rather! That's a Hecarim right there from the back line. But that is a lot of stacks onto the Ren as well. Corruption Change doesn't connect onto Rion. They have different targets right now. Juju Jar is gonna die from the Sivir right now. Rampage na ngayon si Twist Moody. Mendy trying his best to defend the base of CSB. Jumps in, hops in, two people, smashes them towards the tower. But killing spree na ngayon si MC Henry. But that is 4 members down for CSB. And just see Hecarim down. They will be able to take this inhibitor.
Yeah, masyadong overwhelming na yung lead ng UE plus yung all-in potential. Si Gragas actually wala na siyang SS nun eh. So nang nag-all-in na yung Hecarim, oops guys, wala na akong magagawa dito.
I can't disengage anymore. I'm so sorry.
I cannot save you.
Oh, Badge! Unstoppable na ngayon si Twist Moody. This opens a lot more things for UE.
Yeah, huge lead right now. Over 10,000 gold lead right now. Coming in from UE. And yun, yung nangyari kasi talaga is CSB was not able again to relieve pressure from the Nidalee. Nidalee was able to snowball. Nidalee helped her laners to snowball.
Yes.
And right now, it was supposed to be CSB farming to get their items para maka-team fight. But sadly at this point, it's too hard to team fight because you all don't really have your items yet.
Yeah, look at that. I saw the Nidalee buy a Rabadon live.
Wow. 735 too. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be tougher from now on. Ang nakakatawa, ang awkward ng engage ng UE kanina. It's like, Sivir ulted, and oh wait, we're just too far. Then Janna was like, I pushed the talisman. I'll help you there.
Yeah, I'm actually wondering kung ba't pa siya nag-talisman. May SS naman ni Sivir. Pero in any case, it's still useful if, for example, Janna and... if Janna's not with Sivir, if she decides to engage with Nidalee and Hecarim, you can still use the talisman to engage.
Yes.
So in any case, full on engage. The plus poke, plus disengage.
Yes.
So many options. It's overwhelming right now.
Wow, are they really gonna get this Hecarim? Guess not. A lot of members talisman being activated. Tonky dies.
Yeah, Nara actually going for Black Cleaver instead of the Frozen Mallet there. So deciding not to go for the CC. Bit more armor shred, which was not so necessary because there are not a lot of tanks to shred exactly on UE side except for Hecarim. So it's not
really do it with it.
Yeah, it's not exactly item efficient. I would have rather grabbed the Frozen Mallet so you could at least relieve a bit more of the all-in pressure via the passive slow. But yep, that's Baron. And at this point, all UE has to do is all in one more time.
Yeah.
And try and push in. So CSB not able to hold off the pressure. This is why wards are important, guys. This is why junglers buy sites. Gragas.
Woo! Ang sakit. Napawaw ako doon. Okay, Rion has to go home. Has to do something and try to defend because they are gonna push down. It is the opportunity na ngayon ng CSB. Try to do something. Maybe. I don't know. We will see. How will they react to this?
Oh my.
Oh, look at that. The cast doesn't
wow,
connect.
spell shield the
the cast.
So simple.
Right now. And look at that. Stevie actually in the front lines right now. Dominating na ngayon yung Twist Moody.
Oh, Stevie saved. By the Monsoon and by the shield. Inhibitor going down. Dragon is up, but who cares? They're at the Nexus right now.
Yep.
Mendy, will the Big Gnar even matter?
He's Mega Gnar! He's gonna slap the minions onto the Nexus. And right now, Rampage na ngayon si Henry. Yeah, super dominating game by UE after 24 minutes. Congratulations for this second match. UE takes the game.
Yeah, so congratulations to UE. They were able to play a great early to mid game. Props to Stevie.
Yeah.
He really snowballed and helped his lanes to snowball. They were able to take very early bot side advantage. So nakuha nila yung bot tower, tapos pumunta sila sa Dragon, tapos nag-ward sila sa buong bot side. They were able to get kills. And then dahil sa sobrang overwhelming na yung pressure sa bot, they could leave bot, go to top, and then pretty much from that point, nakuha na nila lahat.
Yeah.
They were able to get top, Baron, blah, 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 blah. We don't even have to go through the endgame screen because really it was just a matter of yung na-translate nila yung early game to objectives.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to do. Ideally, that's what JB LFMU wanted to do. Pero hindi nila nagawa yung nagawa ni Stevie, which was able to snowball and to snowball his teammates. So great job sadly, CSB was not able to hold off the mid game.
Yeah,
If they were able to get a Sightstone and ward out the Nidalee, play a bit safer,
they could have
won the game.
Yeah.
Kalista, Orianna, and Nar could have easily engaged and countered yung all-in potential. But sadly, they didn't have the goal, they didn't have the items and the wards to really take away that Nidalee. Nidalee just taunted all of them. Na-provoke.
Hindi na-provoke siya at hindi nakapag-keep up sa ganks itong Gragas natin.
Really, I think that was one of the biggest losses. It's that Gragas was not able to ward out. The lanes were not able to ward out as well, so no wards. And Gragas wasn't even trying to counter gank as well because he didn't know where the Nidalee was going to go. Because all of the lanes were kind of vulnerable.
Yes. So great job for both teams. But yeah, UE won game 2. But after the short break, we're gonna witness our third game, Applewhite versus Active B. So that's Adamson University versus Polytechnic University of the Philippines. So before we leave, we'll introduce ourselves. So don't go away, guys. I'm GS Riku.
And I'm GS Amplifier or seatmate.
Seatmate Riku.
Seatmate pala,
So yeah, we'll be right back. Oh.